in '93. That's when I first started rapping and shit. And there was a producer called Big Shell back then, and everybody who was serious about rapping was really fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? And so I was over there fucking with him for him. He had at least like 9, 10 different groups. You know what I'm saying? That were dope. And Wood was one of them. Louis Lou was over there too. You know what I'm saying? And we were all basically doing our own thing, but he kind of like fucked everybody. Like, we didn't really know the business at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 15, so like Wood's probably like about 18. I don't know exactly about his situation and why he left exactly, but when this dude lost all the artists, everybody left, and some of us kept doing our own thing. And I noticed that this is when Wood put out Yacht Influence. You know what I'm saying? And so when I seen him put out Yacht Influence, because I knew him from rapping on the streets, like we used to kick it down by the fairgrounds and shit. So we hung out a lot, and that he was doing his thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Back then we had the crews and shit, and so we was already cool on a friendship level. But when he did Yacht Influence, I realized that he knew how to do the whole put the whole album out. You know what I'm talking about? The whole pathway.
Right.
So it made me want to fuck with him because I still didn't even know how to do that shit all the way through. You know what I'm saying? So I started fucking with him. And we started doing the Northern Exposure 1, and I did To the World End. And after I did To the World End, he wanted me to keep fucking with him and keep doing more songs. And so pretty quick, he wanted me to sign with East Coco. And I was down with it. I had my own record label, but I was fucking with, you know what I'm saying, fucking with him anyway, you feel me? So it wasn't really shit for me to join East Coco like that, you know? And plus, I already knew the whole crew, too. I met Jack in like 94, 95, something like that. And I was actually at my house, and somebody around the corner was having a party. So I slid over there, and back then there was people had open mic parties and shit all the time, and we all had like the black hats with the name on it. You know what I'm talking about? Right, everybody used to rock the gangster hats back then like that. You feel me? So mine had Creep on it, and that nigga said his hat said Uni. I didn't know who he was at this time, but when they opened up the mic, I started rapping first, and then a few niggas jumped on after that. Nothing really mattered. You know what I'm talking about? Right. I wasn't even really tripping no more. And then next thing you know, I heard Jack busting, and that shit was like fresh air. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, what in the fuck is that? You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it made me rap again. So we rapped a few times and shit that night, and then that was in the summertime. So school started like a month later or something like that. We both ended up on a Live Oak. And I seen him at Live Oak, and we remembered each other from the party and shit. And we was cool. We was cool as fuck at school after that. And then we started kicking it after school. And then that nigga ended up catching the case and didn't even graduate. And I was like, man, that motherfucker was hella cool, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I wrote him a letter in jail. That was the first time I ever did that. So I wrote that nigga a letter in jail. He wrote me back and shit. When he got out, we just kicked it every day, bro. So about, you know what I'm talking about? So like 2005, something like that. Like 2008, we kicked it like every day. Of the game, you know what I'm saying? But Wood was very, very intelligent when it came to the business side of the rap game. He's the one that showed me how to promote and all that type of shit. I didn't even know about none of that, you feel me? Okay. And he started breaking my, like he was showing me how to do songs and, hooks and verses like that instead of, because me, you turn the beat on, I just go, you know what I'm talking about? I wasn't really structuring songs, and he showed me how to do all that. And he was just really talented and a very good dude. Like if you were one of his friends and you needed something, he got you. You know what I'm talking about? Like there was nobody around that was not treated like part of the family. You know what I'm saying? If he was there, he was there for a reason. You feel me?
Right.
Bro, he showed me hella shit, bro. Like I wasn't even, like I really don't. Like I said, I'm more of a hustler. You feel me? So I didn't even know about promoting. You know what I'm talking about? He showed me. He was like, yeah, these people are talking about you. I said, who? He showed me about the stickness and shit. He's like, you got fans on there. I said, fans? The fuck is that? You know what I'm talking about? I didn't even know he was supposed to get fans. I was just like, bro, I just thought I was supposed to be getting money, you know?
Right.
But he was like, you can interact with them, you can talk to them and shit. They got questions. I was like, this is dope. You know, he turned me on to all that and shit. Honestly, I think his favorite one would be "There You Go," because he went through a lot to get me on that song. You know what I'm saying? I did not want to do that song. You know what I'm saying? We were chilling out there. You know, that's not a topic I don't even rap about. You feel me? So when when I wrote the verse, I made up an excuse not to record it, and told him I'm gonna go back to Antioch and I'll be back out here on the weekend and record it. You know what I'm saying? So I go back to Antioch. He calls me up. He's like, "You coming out this weekend?" I was like, "Yeah." You know what I'm saying? I faked on him. You know what I'm saying? He called me next weekend. Faked on him again. You know what I'm saying? I kept saying, for sure, right? And I faked on him again. And then he calls me up one time. He was like, where you? He goes, you in Antioch? And I was like, yeah, I'm out here just chilling. He goes, you coming this weekend? And I was like, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm talking about? And he was like, all right, cool. Well, I'm in Antioch too. And I brought the studio with me. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, oh, shit. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga's over at Little Bird's house. You feel me? So we go over there and we do the song. You know what I'm talking about? It turned out dope. I'm glad I was a part of that. You feel me? But if it was up to me, I wouldn't have did that song. But if he didn't really care, because he heard the verse, I just didn't record it. You know what I'm saying? So I think he cared about that one. I liked Got Me Twisted. That was because back then, like when I was doing songs, I didn't have no features really. You know what I'm saying? It was just really just me, and that's one of my first times. You know, I got early songs with Jack and shit like that too, but those didn't come out. You know what I'm saying? It was when we were young. You feel me? Like 16 and shit like that. You feel me? 17. But that was one of the first songs I ever did with somebody, and it was dope. You know what I'm saying? See, hey, look, I don't know if you know about how Antioch was, but like back in '93, I'm 15 at this point, so I ain't got no L's or nothing like that, and I stayed up in Hillcrest. So me and my boy used to walk all the way downtown. You know what I'm saying? We'd always spend the weekend downtown with fucking with Wood and fucking with like back then we'd be like fucking 40 fucking deep. You know what I'm talking about? Between girls and guys, it'd be like 40 motherfuckers by the time we click up. You know what I'm saying? Just be little packs of 5 over here, 5 over there. Right. And we didn't have cell phones and shit like that. You feel me? It was just pagers. You know what I'm saying? So niggas just moving around and we just click up. And back then they had the crews and shit. I'm talking about, it was gangster shit going on all day and night long, bro. All day and night long. You feel me? Right. So, growing up in that's why it was so easy for me to fuck with these Coco, because I was already chilling with them when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? So I knew what they were doing, you know what I'm saying? I knew they weren't fucking lying, you feel me? So, you seen, the cover of Yak Influence, right? So the Skylark on there, and then you got the other Skylark, right? Right. The burgundy one, right? That nigga back in like '93, this boy had a money green Regal on gold Dayton's, triple gold Dayton's with switches and the plush ass. It was like a lowrider. It had the swivel seats and shit. Oh, really? Yeah. Bro, that nigga was shitting on the cruise back then, boy. Like we had a crew, we had a full blown cruise downtown. It was bumper to bumper. I'm talking about thick as fuck. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was dope. It always ended bad. That's why the boys shut it down.
Always at Taco Bell on Sycamore.
Yeah. That's when they had Sycamore dogs.
Or Kmart. Remember that Kmart parking lot right across from there?
Yeah.
I came from Oakland, but I moved out there since I was like 8 years old. So I'm from Antioch. You feel me? Right. And we ain't had nobody repping back then. Niggas that was even anywhere near kind of dope would always say they're from Pittsburgh. You feel me? Right. We go out of town, we could say they're from Pittsburgh. You know what I'm talking about? So I was like, nigga, I'm from Antioch, bro. Everywhere the fuck I go. You feel me? I do not bang. You know what I'm talking about? But I got some Northerners that are my brothers. You know what I'm talking about? So there ain't nothing gonna happen to them when I'm around. You feel me? So I just don't wear the flag. You feel me? Right. I got love for them. They got love for me. They'll back me up the same way I'll back them up. You feel? Same thing with East Coco. How East Coco was. You know what I'm talking about? They don't. That's not gonna make me be more dangerous if I put that on. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Show more loyalty or nothing like that. It's not gonna change nothing to me. You know, this is something I don't need to. The whole story is not my complete business. You know what I'm saying? I'm black and Brazilian. You know, a lot of people think I'm black and Mexican. I'm black and Brazilian. You feel me? But so the whole reason for it is not really my thing. You feel me? But like this, everybody else was under the umbrella of West Swamp. You know what I'm talking about? So if you're there, nigga, it was obvious. So put like this: there's an interview that Wood did way back then, and they asked him who was on his Coco records. He named everybody, and he said XO. He's not East Coco, but he's still East Coco. Because I had my own record label. So it's always been Cali Rain East Coco. So if I signed with him, it was still going to be Cali Rain East Coco. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as far as East Coco, yeah, I was officially East Coco, but West Swamp, I wasn't in that. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That gang part like that, I wasn't in that exactly. You know what I'm talking about? With East Coco, yeah, the rap label, yeah, the group, yeah. It was never nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? But the problem was, like, remember I told you, so after I did that to the world, and he wanted me to come fuck with him and do some more shit, right? But basically, when I first started recording, I didn't have a title for the album or nothing like that yet. So I was basically all the songs that I'm on. I think there's like maybe one or two that I got invited on. You know what I'm saying? But all the other songs, they started with they were going to be for my album. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Wood would end up he'd end up trading me the he'd trade me he'd give me beats for my verses. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the rights to the song basically. So it'd be like, instead of it being for my album, he put it out on Northern Exposure. And at that point, I really didn't have. I was just recording, so I really didn't care about what the album was gonna be. You know what I'm talking about? So, and I was like, yeah, that's. I might as well put it out now because he's gonna put out the Northern Exposure. You feel me? So I was like, I might as well just put it on there. You know what I'm saying? For promotional wise, and I'm getting 2 beats for it. So, and I'm still paying him for studio time. I'm still buying more shit from him. You know what I'm saying? And so, and at this point, I'm still Cali Rain, and I'm Cali Rain, basically Cali Rain East Coco. Because the album a little bit after that, which ended up being called Lawless, was going to be put out. Cali Rain East Coco. You feel me? We made the flyers and shit and everything. You feel me? So when he wrote the deal. Like, he wrote these deals down. Like, he took notes of everything we were doing. Because when we're kicking it, we get fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? Drink. You know what I'm talking about? Up until like 5 in the morning. You know what I'm talking about? And but he always took notes about everything we talked about. You know what I'm saying? And so when it came down to it, I did this song. I did Lawless, the song Lawless. When I did that made me title my album. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
And there's a version of that. The original version of that had Jacka on it. You know what I'm saying? But so that's what made me focus on what my album's going to be called, and it pointed me in direction to record that album. So now I'm focused on start recording a Lawless album. So now he's like, you know, he's like juiced, you know what I'm talking about, the way the album's coming and shit. And so he calls me up one day and asks me, he goes, because Lou was supposed to drop at this point. He was supposed to drop Trunk Music. He was working on that for like, I don't know, like 6 months or something like that. And then within like a month or something like that, month or two, I'd already pretty much done with the Lawless album. And Wood was going to drop that. So he asked me, who do I want to drop first? Me or Lou? And I told him, I said, go ahead and drop Lou first. You feel me? Because Lou had kids and shit. And my only problem is I had warrants. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it, I'll just deal with my warrants. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and drop Lou. So he goes up with a contract with Lou. What Lou's contract was with me. And I didn't ask him. He just started going over it because he's going through his notes. So he goes over that with me. And he's like, what do you think? I was like, do you sign that? And he was like, yeah. I was like, none of my business thing. You feel me? But it was lucrative. You know what I'm talking about? It was a lot of bread. You know, he owed like 25 racks, something like that. You feel me? And so he's like, well, let's go over your contract. So we start going over mine. And he's like, what? He's like, that can't be right. And I was like, what? You feel me? He goes, you only owe me $1,200? And I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Because it was almost paid off. You feel me? And he was like, and then right when I said yes, I knew what the fucking problem was. Because we went through, when we were kicking it, we spent a lot of money on shit. You feel me? A lot of money was getting spent. You feel me? So I don't know if he was putting that money up that I was giving him, but he was taking records that I was giving him in money. You feel me? But he didn't really. I don't think we was both quiet when I realized that on the phone when I said yes at first, and I was like, oh shit. We was quiet for like 30 seconds, right? And he goes, let me call you back. You know what I'm saying? That was our argument right there. It was a moment of silence, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I already knew what the problem was. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't. He didn't agree with his own shit no more. Because I guess when we started doing that, I wasn't doing the Lawless album. You know what I'm talking about? And then when I started doing it, like I think he wanted to renegotiate. You know what I'm talking about, or something. But it wasn't really. He gave me a better deal than he, bro. I don't think he couldn't believe the deal he gave me. And so he couldn't write up a contract. And I was waiting. You know what I'm saying? And then Lou put out his album. It didn't make as much because we were still gonna talk about it. You feel me? I wasn't even gonna leave it nothing like that. But we was at a stalemate at that point. You know what I'm saying? And so Lou's album didn't make as much money as Wood wanted it to. So Lou's album was supposed to make enough money for me to put out my album. But since that didn't work out, Wood told me he had to do another Northern Exposure to put me out like how he wanted to. So and this whole time I'm on the run still. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bruh. So I'm like, now I'm like, fuck. I thought I just had to hold on for a little bit. You feel me? Now I got to hold on for like another 6 months or something. You feel me? And then I ended up getting beat up by the cops and thrown in jail, caught for my warrants and shit. I was on the run for almost 2 years or something like that. Finally catch me, whoop my ass, throw me in jail. I call this nigga. I tell him, I said, bro, my bail was I think 20,000 or something like. No, it was 195,000. I had warrants, and they caught me with some more shit. So both bails was 195,000. So it's 19,000. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I told him, I said, bro, if you get me out of it, you pay that bail, you can have the Lawless album. You feel me? Have that fucking album. Because I asked my pops to bail me out, and he said no. You feel me? So I told him, I said, bro, how much? Because he's always your friends ain't shit, right? And I was like, how do you expect me to look at you if they get me out and you don't? You know what I'm saying? Got off the phone with him. I ended up talking to Wood and shit, and I told him that. So he goes, let me talk to D Smalls, and we'll probably do it, but I got to talk to him first. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Next thing you know, my parents ended up bailing me out. You know what I'm saying? So I get out, and now that deal's off the table. You know what I'm talking about? So we're still not. I seen him and everything. We still cool. We just have some other business to talk about later on when the album's pretty much all the way done. We're gonna have to talk seriously. You know what I'm saying? But we still kicking it. Everything's still cool as shit. But then I already told somebody if he helps me, I'll sell more than him. Leave and just go fuck with the mob. Like I'm just gonna use them. You know what I'm talking about? And just cut. You know what I'm talking about? And once I heard that, I was like, bro, it kind of broke my heart. You feel me? Because I was like, I don't know how to prove my loyalty on a page like that. You feel me? Like I'm Antioch, bro. I'm a Pittsburgh niggas, bro. Why would I join their movement? That's their movement. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I wanted to be part of our movement. I thought we was doing our thing. You know what I'm talking about? Right. And then he just, that's like calling me a traitor. Like I'm gonna just jump shit, bro.
So somebody, just to make sure that we're following along. So somebody told Wood that was what you said your plan was?
Excuse me?
So somebody...
No. Somebody told me that Wood said that he thought that was what my plan was. That's not my plan. That was never my plan.
That wasn't your plan. I'm just trying to say that...
Yeah, it was an assumption.
Somebody fucked it up in the middle.
Yeah, he thought.
You gotta remember the Mob Figaz were blowing up like crazy.
Right. But it's possible that Wood didn't say that and somebody was just jibber-jabbing.
It was close enough to explain why there's a stalemate. You know what I'm talking about? It explain for this person to say that, they don't even know the reason. I didn't say nothing about nothing. You know what I'm talking about? So for them to say that, they had to hear from him. You know what I'm saying? And so I just, and even at that point, I wasn't even mad at him. You know what I'm talking about? I was just, all right, I gotta go drop it Cali Rain. I gotta do my own thing. You feel me? So, and ironically, I ended up moving to Pittsburgh, and that's when Tone moved in with me. So Tone was supposed to sign with Wood at this point. You know what I'm saying? When I left, Tone ended up moving in with me, and then I helped him do his Merciless album.
You a Little Rascal.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Little Rascal, man.
Shout out Lil Rascal.
Damn, bro.
So.
I mean, we did get into an argument at one time, though, bro. And that's just egos. You know what I'm talking about? This after I got shot up. He was fucking with somebody that I didn't approve of, that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it wasn't a, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a good look for them to be around somebody like that, because I'm not aiming. You know what I'm talking about? So it was just I don't know, it was a real offensive move. So, you know, we did argue back and forth in front of everybody on sickness and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't take that back, you know what I'm saying? But he did call me a couple weeks before he passed, and he don't apologize, but he did say I should, because I called him, you know, because the shit was getting stupid, and I called him and told him I was gonna talk to him, and he started cussing me out and hung up on me. You feel me? Like he didn't want to listen to me, and then after then a year shit went on, and then he called me and said that I should have listened to you when you called me. You feel me? And I was like, come to Antioch so we can talk face to face, and he just told me he couldn't. And I was like, I asked him why, and he said I can't. He wouldn't even explain it to me. And then that was the last time I talked to him. I didn't know it was going to be the last time I talked to him. Right. You never know the last time you talk to somebody, you feel me?
Yeah.
And so I never got a chance to tell Wood thank you, bro. So that's one thing I do regret, you feel me?
Yeah.
He definitely deserved it, you know? And so, I mean, I just, you kind of take shit for granted sometimes, like, you know, him being so, like, you know, being so close to him, I never really seen the famous side of him exactly. You know what I'm talking about? Just looked at him like a friend. You know what I'm talking about? A dope-ass friend. You know what I'm talking about? Right. But then same thing with Jacka. Those are my friends. I really didn't see them as legends. They were dope as fuck. But I didn't really see them as everybody else did. You know what I'm saying? Bro, there's hella stories with what I can't really talk about on camera, you know what I'm talking about? But actually, niggas already heard him. Nigga, he already rapped about it. You know, that's him for me. I'm not gonna tell, but I'm just saying, niggas already heard his side. You know what I'm saying? He's a good ass dude, but I'm just saying he can be dangerous if you don't like you. He can be a real problem.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
He got influence. You know what I'm saying? He got influence. He got somebody else popular. He ain't got to do it. On Instagram, the XO Creep page got hacked, bro. Some fuck took my page, bro. So don't fuck with it on that. So it's XO Creep BOA now. You know what I'm saying? That BOA. Yeah, that's the official one for Instagram.
Does it have like any underlines or any of that kind of shit, or just straight?
Nah, just straight XO Creep BOA. Banging on anything. Yeah, man. So somebody was just buying a couple people were buying versions when I got hacked and shit, bro. So I hope that dude didn't get scammed, man. So look, bro, all that gangster shit we was doing, look, what we do, nigga, we go out there, we get together, nigga, we have hell of fun, nigga. We barbecuing, we drinking, we just bitches around, we chilling, you know what I'm talking about? And he loved the 80s. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? Like, a lot of people don't know, bro. A lot of those songs are fucking 80s or 80 remakes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. A lot of them. I want to say damn near every one, nigga, is a fucking 80s remake, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we be partying and chilling. You know, we eating. You know, niggas getting their fuck on, whatever's going on. And then when it went around like 2, 3, 4 o'clock at night, it's when we get into the studio. And sometimes one of them songs said something. You know what I'm talking about? Not said something, but we played it like 5 times in a row. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody wanted to hear that again. So we ended up hearing that's on our mind. And let's take that, bro. Redo that. And Wood was dope enough to just remake that beat. You know what I'm saying? So it was 80s, bro. 80s. If you listen to the radio, if you was alive and you listen to the radios in the 80s, that's the type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. What do I say to him if I got a call from him? Yeah. I mean, shit, I'm glad you're fucking alive, nigga. That's the first things. And then where you at? Let's meet up, bro. You know, I hustled every day. So right. I'm close to the town. Either Antioch or Pittsburgh, you know what I'm saying, getting money out there, and I did that for years, you know what I'm saying? So I never really went nowhere. And then around when he started blowing up and shit, he started taking me around places and shit like that. You know, I remember he took me to L.A. first time I went out there as a grown man, you feel me? Went out to the All-Star game and shit. That was really fucking impressive, you know what I'm talking about? And, like, fucking with him, like, when, like, because we all doing music, you know what I'm talking about? And, you know, you don't know who's going to blow up and who's not going to blow up, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I'm fucking with Wood and I'm fucking with Jack, you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing both of them take 2 different routes, you know what I'm saying? And Wood's like 100% independent, you know what I'm saying? And Jack got C-Bo behind him. So when they was doing the first Mob Figaz album, I pretty much took them to every song they did for that album, you know what I'm saying? I met everybody. I went from listening to motherfuckers to meeting everybody, you know what I'm saying? So that was you know what I'm saying, that was another incredible experience, you know what I'm saying? So, Wood, my last conversation with Jack, I told him, I said, I love you, nigga, I'm proud of you. That's the first time I ever told him that. That nigga told me, come up on stage. And that was the last words that I heard, you know what I'm saying? He's always asking me to hop on stage, and I'd always say no. You feel me? He got me on stage one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cheated though. That nigga had his manager PK. PK's a dope ass dude too, bro. But PK that's one of my niggas too. So, but he came up to me and was like, "Hey, bro, Jack wants you to hop on stage with him." And I was like, "Why the fuck didn't he ask me?" And he's like, "He knew he was gonna say no." And I was like, "You're fucking right." So I ended up, but I went there. We was in Frisco, and I came with Wood and Tony came with me, and so I asked them. I said, "You guys want to hop on stage with me? I'm going up with Jack." So they came up too. So that's that footage with Jack in the A's jacket, and with Wood and Tone on stage. They conveniently left me out. I don't know how, but that's why Jack got 2 mics. The dude to give me a mic. I was like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga's saying. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I love that nigga. I don't know. He was doing so much music, bro. Only the fans could keep up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We was at this studio called the Candy Shop, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was in Sacramento, and that was a C-Bo studio.
Okay.
And so there was Spice One was there. You feel me? Back then, you know, Mac Dre was living out there too. You know what I'm talking about? They did this song. I want to say it's Without My Five, bro. And this is when Fetty was in jail. So it's me, Jack, and Huss, and fucking Ryder too. And so and C-Bo just got out of jail and he wasn't smoking weed, so he was strictly drinking at this time. So we go to the liquor store, and Ryder's a drinker too. You feel me? I'm a drinker too. So we both get a fifth, and me and Ryder both get a pint each. You know what I'm saying? We ended up finishing our pints, and then ended up drinking from the fifth, right? And then nigga Jack, Jack drink, but that's not his main thing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But this song, nigga, this is the drunkest I've ever seen Jack and Huss. You feel me? And they tag team that song. I think it's called Without My Five. But nigga, I ended up throwing up, nigga. I ended up fucking smashing the KFC. I was on cruise control, bro. Fucking grabbed some food, ate some food, came back, threw up again, nigga. And I'm sitting in the, back in the studio, and I'm cool, right? Got my composure back, right? And then Steve-O brother come in and say, hey, that was you threw up outside? And I was like, how'd you know? It was like I stepped in it. I was like, whoa. He had like chunks of it was nothing chewed. You know what I'm talking about? I ate that food just to soak up alcohol. You feel me? That nigga had just straight biscuit and chicken, like damn near a bone. You know what I'm talking about? But again, I couldn't even drive back, bro. Nigga, Huss had to drive back, bro. That wasn't C-Bo's first time coming out to Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? So when he grabbed the Mob Figaz, he already knew that he grabbed them from a talent show, bro. You know what I'm saying? There was a talent show going on, and they were Jacka and FedEx were in a group called Fatal Mentality, and then Hustler and Ryder was in a group called 100% the Kind, and then there was Bishop. You know what I'm saying? So he liked all of them, put them all together into one group.
Bishop AP9, people who don't know.
Oh, AP9, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bishop AP9. You know what I'm saying?
He's the one that put them together. So he kind of built the Mob Figaz, just took the different pieces and was like, here. Yeah, so all the other four knew each other. You know what I'm saying? Jack and Fetty are cousins. You know what I'm saying? And Huss and Ryder from the same hood. You feel me? So he just added, like, you know, them niggas already knew each other, but it was two different groups. You know what I'm saying? Right.
And then threw Bishop in there, AP9. I think AP9 was from Frisco at the time. Yeah, he would have definitely been part of it. Everybody wants to be a sixth Mob Figaz, bro. But that's the only nigga that would have probably definitely been one if he wasn't in jail. Okay? Oh, man. Nigga. Remember I told you we went to LA?
Yeah.
So me, Jack, and PK, we drive out there. And you know what I'm saying? We're out there for like 5 days or something like that, right? I'd already spent, like, I spent my little thing, but I had hella fun, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So at one point I was like, you know what? You know, I'm gonna just, you know, I'm going home, bro. I'm gonna fly back, bro. I'm gonna call it, you know, I had fun. I'm gonna leave it at this, bro. No one died, bro. No one got shot, bro. I'm gonna take it as it's like gambling, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna take it as a win. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna leave with my wins. You know what I'm talking about? It's Valentine's Day. Let me go see my bitch. You feel me? It's coming up or some shit like that. So I called my nigga, and you know, he called me, and I was like, I'm about to just fly back, bro. He's like, for what? He was like, I don't know. They're gonna stay out here a couple more days, but they got him did everything, bro. Oh, I threw up at Yuck Studio too, bro. Oh man, I threw up at Yuck Studio too, but that's not my fault, bro. I didn't know. You know who the realist? You know who the realist is?
The fool that sound like Pop.
Oh, the rapper, the realist.
Yeah. Man, so they did that song G Unit Killer, right? Then this nigga comes in. I'm like, bro, what in the fuck? You know what I'm talking about? I didn't know this was a thing. You know what I'm talking about? But this nigga sounded just like Pac. Nigga, I'm just looking at him. I'm sipping. I even told this nigga, I don't know what you're doing, bro, but I like it. That nigga, bro. I was like, you hear this shit, bro? This ain't Pac, right? This ain't Pac, huh? This the realest nigga? You know, on death row? You know what I'm talking about? Bro? It's like the Mandela effect, you know what I'm talking about? Does anybody else know that this is going on? It just fucked me up. I drank too much. But so that was what was out there. But I was like, fuck it. I'm a go, nigga. My boy was like, I'm gonna send you some money, bro. Stay out there. I said, nah, bro. He's like, why not? I said, I'm just gonna spend it, bro. I'm good, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, I'm done, bro. I don't know what else, bro. We were on stage at the House of Blues, nigga.
Right.
It was fucking up there just smoking weed, nigga. It was like Usher's birthday or some shit like that, nigga. We just hit the stage, nigga. Blow went first, nigga. Jack went. I was like, fuck it, I'm going. But so I'm like, I'm leaving, bro. I'm gonna go take me to the airport, right? I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, take me to the airport, bro. So we start to go to the airport, and I was like, nah, you know what? Fucking, I'm gonna stay, bro. I'm gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Chicken and Waffle. They said that they were gonna do that. And I was like, well, we didn't go there yet. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna stay. Let's go there. You know what I'm talking about? So we started driving around again. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, nigga. I'm going. Just take me home. They take me to the airport, nigga. They take me to the airport. I was supposed to drive back with them 2 days later. You feel me? Right. So Huss called me. So I get to the airport. Huss called me. Is that Jack gave him my number for some reason. I think Jack had his phone on him or something. But Huss called me, but my phone was off, so it went straight to my voicemail. When they dropped me off, they went to Denny's, and fucking that's when Freako got killed, and he died in Jacka's arms, nigga. So I was flying, so I got drunk as fuck. So when Huss hit me, when I listened to the message, I didn't know what the fuck Huss was saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I woke up in the morning, I sobered up, and I realized what he was saying. I called Jack, and he told me what happened, nigga. I was like, good God, bro. They just pulled up, bro. And this is when I was doing the Lawless thing. If I would have seen Freako, bro, at this point, when I was doing Lawless, I was going to have everybody on the album had to be on the run. You know what I'm talking about? It was going to be everybody but Warrants. You know what I'm talking about? I was going to do the album like that. So I had my camera out there, bro. I didn't film shit, because I seen a lot of shit, but I didn't see nothing worth filming. You feel me? I mean, when I'm kicking it with them and niggas they know, like, you know, like blowing them, I'm not filming them or nothing like that, but just filming what's going on in general. But if I would have seen Freako, I'd have filmed that nigga and did it like, you know what I'm talking about? I would have wanted to get him on some shit, would have talked to him and got him on camera. They just kicked it with that nigga, bro, and he got popped, nigga, for some fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? And Jack pulled him in the car, nigga, and they went to the hospital.
I remember when all that shit happened.
He had warrants at the time. So the message was telling me what name was what he was under and what hospital he was in. So when I heard that, I didn't know who got shot. You feel me?
Right.
And a lot of people don't know, but like I was celebrating my birthday. You know, Jack died on the 2nd. My birthday's on the 3rd. You feel me? So I was celebrating my birthday when I got the news about that nigga. You feel me? So every year, nigga, it's not even a birthday no more. You feel me? Everybody talking about happy birthday, sorry for your loss, all in one sentence, nigga. You know, like that's a lot. That's cold, bro. You know, if you wanted to rap back then, you went to the studio. Not this studio. These niggas ain't lying. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas is really rapping, but they telling the fucking truth. You know what I'm talking about? So if you was a sucker and you came up there talking about some bullshit, you getting beat the fuck up, and you're not coming back to that studio no more. Simple as that. So there was no fake ass niggas around. You know what I'm talking about? You'd get beat up at the fucking studio. You know what I'm talking about? Guaranteed you would. You know what I'm talking about? Especially talking all that shit, niggas find out you fake as fuck. You know, I'm told. That's when niggas started reporting niggas, talking about, oh, that nigga's a bitch. That nigga told on this person, whoop, and they couldn't go back to the studio, so you're not rapping right now. You feel me? Well, you're gonna get robbed and all that type of shit. All that bad luck gonna come with you just for opening your lying ass mouth. You could have been somebody. You didn't have to say all that shit. You just could have been somebody cool. You feel me? They were like, oh fuck, I ain't going to that studio. I'm gonna get my own. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my own shit. And it seemed like the only people that could afford studios were dealers and nerds. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas with jobs and shit like that. So niggas was going to work, getting you know what I'm saying, getting the studio, and now they in their own comfort of their own house. You know what I'm talking about? Buying their first guns. You know what I'm talking about? This they invent an image that they couldn't have brought to the fucking real studio. They create this goddamn name, and no one knows them. They do music, and then people like the music, and then assume they're real. Then now they go out and try to prove that they real, do some dumb shit, get caught up doing some dumb shit, end up snitching, or end up dying. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's you know what I'm saying? It's like clout chasing, basically. You feel me? Niggas just playing, bro. All that playing around to get you killed. These people are jumping in and shit like this. Imagine a nigga just decides, oh, I'm gonna be a drug dealer. You're grown now. You can afford it, so now you start off buying a kick. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know. You ain't never been in jail. You don't know how that shit go. You get caught that kick. They're talking 10 years. Oh, you're talking hell no. You know what I'm talking about? Them niggas start telling, bro. They didn't know. when they didn't know that much time. You know, when you hustle, nigga, you know, nigga, you've been in and out of jail. You know, like you know how much time that is. When I look at shit, I know how much time that is. Bro, like back in the '90s, bro. If you was called a snitch, bro, you got dealt with. You know what I'm talking about? You got dealt with, bro. You was with, and then, so what happened was, so many real niggas was taking care of snitches that it outnumbered. A lot of real niggas was locked up because they were fucking up all the snitches. To where it gave the snitches more courage. They thought snitching because the niggas that was still left were like, bro, we're out deep. Okay, you kill one snitch, that nigga gonna snitch on you. You just getting outnumbered by snitches, bro. To where real niggas had to shut up and let these snitches do their own fucking thing. Just don't do nothing around them. You know what I'm saying? And so it made a lot of real niggas just not participate in the game because there is snitches around, bro. There's nothing you can do about it. There's like real rats, bro. They got infested. They're in here now, bro. They're in here, and I'm just gonna do life, nigga, over one of these snitches, bro. And then now, not only did they get in the house, but now they got on the microphone. These niggas got, you know, they got nerve, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Motherfuckers can rap. These rats can rap, bro. Starting to see is that the motherfuckers are realizing these niggas is fake. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's a big difference between real and fake right now. You know what I'm saying? And the real niggas that have been quiet for a long fucking time, but I think they're getting sick of all this food. You know what I'm saying? You know, music is food for your soul, and they've been eating McDonald's, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. For long, and they thought the shit was good, and they get a dose. You know, somebody every now and then they get somebody, one of their friends, will show them some old school shit, some food. You know what I'm talking about? Some '90s shit, some good soul food, nigga. And it's game in there. You know what I'm talking about? The shit's good for you. And then they listen to more of that and want more of that, and then every now and then they get lucky, and that rapper still is alive, and he's still, you know what I'm talking about? He's not a dope fiend. He's not in jail. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, you can learn a lot from that dude, man.
Right.
Ain't no shucking and jiving. Ain't no fucking, you know what I'm talking about? Ain't watered down. He's still a real nigga, bro.
Right.
They just want it. Like, imagine growing up, you know, in the 2000 shit. By the time you, like, 2015, you're 15. Can you imagine what the fucking music is listening? I don't even, bro. That shit was garbage. You know what I'm talking about? I got out of jail and I seen Tekashi 6ix9ine for the first time. I was like, ugh, that's one ugly ass bitch, bro. I thought that was an ugly bitch for real. You know what I'm talking about? Loud, ugly female. You feel me? I was like, wow. And then I seen the other chick, Young Ma, and I was like, this dude is hella ugly. And then I found out what was going on. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this shit no more. You know what I'm looking at the rap names of these people. The rap names don't even fucking make sense no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is just dumb, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking dumb.
He said, I'm not doing this no more.
Bro, rapping's been hacked, bro. It's been hacked, bro. This shit's for everybody now. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Rap needs an enema. That's it, bro. It made a lot of niggas shut up. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of real niggas stopped rapping around that time. You feel me? Like, this what y'all doing for real?
Right.
I don't want to be at shows with niggas like that. You feel me?
Right.
Like, how do you listen to somebody that you don't like? You know what I'm talking about? Right. You have a gang of niggas going to war with somebody else. And all they got to do, because they got a rapper, that nigga going viral. He bringing money. Every time he get a check, he buy 10 guns. You know what I'm talking about? Right. So they side losers. So instead of them, the best way for them to compete with them niggas is get a rapper too. Get a better rapper than them, nigga. And get the check and get more guns, right? So basically right now, these major record labels should get sued for giving money, nigga, to well-established gang members, right? They're funding gangs, basically, right? And then get paid off to death. Gangbang is monetized now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? They can make money off that. All these niggas talking about what they doing and, you know, talking about all this shit, right? But they can still do shows. You know what I'm talking about? I don't get it, bro.
Right.
Like, you can, like you shot at niggas, you done did this, you done hit this, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
But you gonna tell everybody where you gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, bro. That's a setup if I ever heard one. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You just paid me to get me killed, nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Bro, he showed me hella shit, bro. Like I wasn't even, like you know, I really don't. Like I said, I'm more of a hustler. You feel me? So I didn't even know about promoting. You know what I'm talking about? He showed me. He was like, yeah, these people are talking about you. I said, who? He showed me about the stickness and shit. He's like, you got fans on there. I said, fans? The fuck is that? You know what I'm talking about? I didn't even know he was supposed to get fans. I was just like, bro, I just thought I was supposed to be getting money, you know?
Right.
But he was like, you can interact with them. You can talk to them and shit. They got questions. I was like, this is dope.
Right.
You know? He turned me on to all that shit. And the whole thing, bro, you gotta have your fucking guard up, bro, and know what manipulation is, bro. You know what I'm talking about? All money ain't good money, bro. So, you know, so if you're getting paid, just realize, bro, if you're getting paid the person paying you is making way more, bro. Right. So understand that, you know what I'm talking about? No matter what, you feel me? So
that's where the street hustle knowledge comes in, right?
When it comes to me, I'd rather get all the money, you know what I'm talking about? For some fucking reason, I don't get it, you know what I'm talking about? Why am I going to split up me, bro? You know what I'm talking about? I might figure it out myself instead of just somebody buying me out, bro, and paying me a little bit of bread. To work for myself, you're getting paid. You know,
right.
That, bro.
You're paying me to work for me. So that you can get paid.
Yeah. You're nothing without me. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm getting paid the less. You know what I'm talking about? Fucking the engineer's getting paid more than me.
Yeah.
Brother Lynch and Steve-O.
Is that right? Yeah.
So it's pretty much all Sacramento, you feel me? Like,
right.
I was listening to shit out here, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we had Frisco was doing their thing, Vallejo was doing their thing, right. Spice One, you know, Spice One's another one that was tough as shit.
Right.
But that was, you know, a little bit later. But those are all, my favorite. Those are the people that I looked up to, you know what I'm saying, before I was really dropping music like that. But those are the ones that made me want to do like, that shit dope, you feel me? The way that nigga Bo would bust, nigga, I was like, that's why it was crazy to meet him and shit. Bo was my favorite rapper at the time. And I didn't want him to know that. So, man, I did not want him to know. I can't even get inspired, bro. I mean, I don't even, I've been trying to find something. There's a few niggas I listen to out there, you feel me? But it's like, I don't know, bro. I'm starting to like a different, like, I've been listening to Jadakiss lately, bro. That nigga raw as fuck. Like, the niggas keep dying, bro. Nipsey Hussle was raw as fuck, bro. Fox Smoke was raw as fuck. The niggas be, you know, King Von was dope, nigga. Niggas be just gone too quick, bro.
Is Jada doing any new music?
Bro, I was just saying the same thing to my nigga, bro. I'm not inspired by shit. I was looking at my YouTube and it recommended for me, nigga, Jadakiss and Scarface, nigga. Oh, Scarface is raw as fuck too.
Scarface,
yeah, Scarface, nigga, dope as fuck. But, so Jadakiss and Scarface got a fucking mixtape.
Is that right?
I'm not even really able to expand like I want to. You feel me? Dealing with shit on the street. I'm really, you know, like right even now, I don't even really consider myself a rapper because I ain't really gave it 100%. I just be playing around with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really a hustler and I just like rapping. You feel me? Love the shit, but I'm easily distracted by the streets.
That's a good way to put it.
I always say, bro, I'm not a rapper, bro. I'm just a street fool who raps. You know what I'm saying?
My problem was I thought rapping was dope, but then niggas wanted me to be an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an entertainer. That's not what I do, bro. I rap when I want to. I'm not somebody just come up and rap and entertain me. Hey, fuck you, bro. That's not what I do this for. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do this shit for the money, and I sure as fuck didn't do it for the fame. You know what I'm saying? I used to like making music with my niggas. The shit was fun, bro. Like a friendly competition. You feel me? Like imagine me. I'm good friends with Woodie and Jack, and I'm sitting there, and they're making thunders. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So you gotta make thunders, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of niggas just fuck with me just to fuck with me and get a couple songs out of me and then dip off. I'm always in some shit, bro. Like, this music is cool, but I'm always in some street shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just a controversial person in period. You know what I'm talking about? Without the music.
Right.
So I think I don't know, like bringing me around, some shit could happen. You know what I'm saying? One of these stories could happen again. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Even if we're just doing music, nigga, wrong person at the studio, niggas, it's going down.
Yeah.
You know? I don't start saying nothing like that, but man, whatever the fuck I did in the past, if I did it once, I'm gonna do it twice, man. You know, like that. Do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. If I fuck with you, bro, I'll blast for you. You know what I'm talking about? And that's one thing about me. You feel me? The less friends I got, the less I gotta fucking worry about. You know what I'm talking about? I had a lot of niggas that asked me to do shit. You know what I'm talking about? I don't need them in my life, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Stop getting in this shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Don't fucking be here every time, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Wrecking my life and shit. You know what I'm talking about? That shit's stupid, bro. I don't got, like, a lot of these people got people putting money into me. Put money in them, you know what I'm saying? Nobody put money into me.
Right.
Well, I don't blame them, because, one, I don't got to pay you. You know what I'm talking about? If you turn into a sucker anywhere in this agreement, that payment's void. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
That's a breach of contract. You know what I'm talking about? I don't pay suckers, bro. So you pay me, you got to stay on your toes to get that bread back. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm looking for an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, bro, if somebody really fuck with me, bro, the main thing I'm gonna do is pay them back, bro. Right. Like, I dealt with a lot of fronts, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Like, nigga, I used to get like $5,000 credit. You know, I didn't have real credit, but I had street credit, and that shit mattered. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure. Yep.
And you don't get that from not paying your bills. You know what I'm talking about? Right. But like, it's good though. Catch a case, bail out. You know, use my credit.
If I did it once, I'll do it twice.
So charge to the game. You know what I'm saying? Double down. How about double or nothing? That's real. That's not gambling, but I've done that in court, nigga. Yeah. Double or nothing. You know, the suspended sentence. Yeah. That's gambling, man.
It is. No, it is. Yeah.
And they know you did it too. Everybody knows you did it. That's not fair, bro. I was gonna tell you, if you like, you know, I ain't read the questions and shit, you know, fucking around and shit, but like, if you wanna, we can do this again if you got some more direct questions, and you know, what I'm saying, could point me more than just talking about just whatever, you know what I'm saying? We can do it straight to some facts or something like that, you know what I'm saying? All right, last thing I'm gonna say, nigga. R.I.P. Jacka boy, I love you, I miss you. R.I.P. Wood, I love you, I miss you. R.I.P. Lindsay, I love you, I miss you, bro.
Rascal R.I.P. Ike R.I.P.
I don't. If I didn't say your name, it's not like
30 minutes just an R.I.P.
Right.
Maniac, R.I.P. Maniac, bro.
Maniac.
The list will go on forever, bro. But R.I.P. everybody, bro. There's more on the other side than on this side, bro.
Amen. That's true. That's true.
But, y'all be safe with it.